So here is a Incoterms 2020 Chart of Responsibility. We'll just kind of walk through some of the layout on here. It's very nicely put together. Look at the top, you can see which Incoterms apply to each mode of transport. X works and the F terms up to, well, FCA are any transport mode. And then you walk over to the right, and you'll see your sea and inland waterway transport. And that takes you all the way over to CIF. And then we're back into any transport mode again with CPT on. Down the left-hand column, down the side, you'll see all of basically the points along the way.
Yep.
The transfer of risk, the commercial invoice, the packaging, loading, every step of the way. And this just walks you through who is responsible for each portion. I really do like the transfer of risk across the top here as well. It really kind of lays it out and makes it pretty simple. Things to remember: your commercial invoice, your packaging, quality control, and markings are all on the seller's side. They must take care of all of those.
One thing I see there, the export duty and taxes. I don't know if you see a whole lot of that out there. If you're selling something, typically the country that you're residing isn't going to kind of tax you. But I mean, there's maybe a handful of countries that do that, but it's not a whole lot.
And then you can go ahead. You're fine. Go ahead.
We just had somebody come in here and ask, although there's not like a hard or fast rule to really answer this question, but which Incoterms do you think are the best Incoterms to use? How would you answer that with this chart that we're looking at?
Well, yeah, it's definitely going to come down to your business decision and how much risk you want and how much control you want. We recommend you use an FCA or an F term because think about it this way. I mean, freight's not a tangible product, obviously, but if you're paying for it at the end of the day, if you're buying widgets at $1 a widget, but you're buying it delivered to your door, within that dollar is the cost of the freight, somewhere in there. They're not doing it for free, and they probably might have some margin in the freight themselves, right? So if you're buying something, I mean, if I'm going to buy a car, I want to choose the color, I want to choose my accessories, I want the sunroof, I want that type of thing. And you don't get that if you buy on a term other than an F or an E. So with the F term, you're choosing your transit time, you're choosing your carrier, your forwarder, you're choosing, okay, I want to be notified on this milestone or that milestone. So that's why we recommend that. You get that control. Yeah, you bear some more risk, but you get the control out of it. And then you also get to control your costs. And I think also it gives you a huge advantage in just supply chain visibility.
So would you agree that it'd be best practice to buy on F terms and sell on C terms?
I would, correct. And then also if you're selling on a C term, you're showing the buyer that, hey, look, I got things in place. I have, all these processes I can do. I got all these agreements with my carriers, and it might just make your product a little bit easier to sell. It's if you make it easier for them. I mean, that's our job here for our customers at Scarborough is to make their jobs easier. So it just might show them that you can do that, and then additionally, you could put some margin in there yourself.
Mm-hmm. So I got another question that popped up. We've got somebody on here asking, where can we get a copy of this book, meaning the Incoterms actual published book published by the ICC? And you can actually purchase that. I saw that they are selling, maybe some third-party sellers are selling them on Amazon, but you can also purchase it direct from their website. I will send out a link when I send out the recording and the presentation for this. I'll send out a link so you can go out and purchase that book. We do recommend that you do purchase that. It goes very much more in depth on each of the Incoterms. Also, I wanted to point out that this actual chart, the chart of responsibility, what we call the chart of responsibility, you guys can download this online through our website. I'll send a downloadable PDF to you. But also, if you want to purchase some cardstock copies, we can sell those in bundles. So again, just contact me, Kim Taylor, and I can get you set up with shipping off several of these cardstock. They're very nice, durable Incoterms charts. And on the back of them, we also have a ocean, container, dimension, cheat sheet sort of thing. So let me know if you're interested in that.